Most parents have tiptoed into baby's room to make sure everything's okay, but for some parents that check is more than just idle curiosity. Janice Miles reports in today's Positively San Antonio.
There you go. That's good. There you go.
Adele Vasquez was born 2 months premature. A month later, she was ready to go home, but not without this box, a home apnea monitor.
When infants are born prematurely and they're at a stage where they're feeding and growing, don't have any other physical complications, but they're still not even at their due date. Their brains still aren't mature enough yet to regulate breathing. That's the most common reason we see babies going home on monitors. Also, we have babies who are siblings of infants who died from SIDS, a family who's already lost one baby from sudden infant death syndrome. Subsequently, most of the pediatricians in this city are placing siblings and even first cousins on home apnea monitoring.
Here, give Care Bear a kiss. You leave the hospital thinking everything's okay now, and coming home from the hospital realizing that maybe everything isn't still okay, you feel a little inadequate, a little concerned, particularly being a first baby. What are we going to do with this child? From the beginning, we kept her on it 24 hours a day. And maybe if we were holding her or really playing with her, we might unhook it, but we always left the belt on and almost always had the machine turned on.
Night-night? Can I give him a night-night kiss?
If the baby stops breathing, they can set them at 10, 15, or 20-second delay time. So the baby, let's say, stops breathing. If they don't restart breathing within 10 or 15 seconds, the alarm will go off. And my guess is, at least what from parents have told me, is they're there fast.
The monitor would go off maybe once a day, sometimes more frequently than that. We got a lot of false alarms, but those are still nerve-wracking, particularly when they're in the middle of the night and all you hear is the monitor going off. We were both just jumping out of the bed or out of the chair, wherever we were, running to check on her. All you have to do is just tap her foot, touch her, maybe if there's a blanket on her, just lift the blanket. Just the slightest stimulation is enough to cause her to take that breath that she was missing.
Life without the monitor would have been a constant worry and sleepless nights and not being able to do anything normal for fear that if you left her alone for 15 or 20 seconds without looking at her, something could go wrong. We've gone from her having it on 24 hours a day to now she just wears it at night when she's sleeping. We've made the decision that on her first birthday, we would just discontinue it. She has learned to unplug it to make it go off if she really wants to get your attention, so she'll probably miss that.
There's even a support group for parents of babies on home monitors started by Methodist Hospital.
They tend to feel very isolated. There's always that fear of life and death all the time, and they needed someone to talk to that would understand their fears.
Every parent of a new baby has known sleepless nights and even anxious moments. But for parents like Melinda and Ruben Vasquez, this machine means that they can sleep a little easier tonight. Janice Miles, Channel 5.